Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be talking about the most dangerous animal in the world. When we talk about the most dangerous animal in the world, our minds go to the obvious: a lion, king of the savannah, a great white shark, a cobra. These creatures are powerful, they are lethal, and they look dangerous. But if we judged danger purely by number of human lives claimed each year, then the true number one might surprise you. This tiny, barely noticeable insect, we swat it away with a second thought. It weighs less than a raindrop. It can fly silently through your bedroom at night, but it's the most dangerous animal in the world, not because of its strength, speed, or fangs, but because of what it carries and how many lives it leaves in ruin. Let's unpack why this small, almost invisible killer claims more lives than any predator ever could. 1. Death by numbers. Every year, humans are killed by sharks around 10, wolves less than 10, lions about 200, snakes they are worse, over 50,000 deaths annually, but mosquitoes over 7,000 over 725,000 deaths every single year. That's not a typo. That's a global health crisis, and it's not like these are isolated cases in one part of the world. Mosquito-borne diseases are everywhere. They are threatening half the planet's population. So how does a tiny insect pull this off? It's all about being the perfect delivery system. For some of nature's worst pathogens, we are talking about malaria, yellow fever, Zika virus, West Nile, lymphatic filariasis. Each of these is devastating on its own. Together, they form a silent pandemic that never ends. The mosquitoes toolkit. On the female mosquitoes bite, they don't do it for fun or food. They feed on blood to help develop their eggs. Without it, their reproduction cycle stalls. The way she bites is disturbingly surgical. Her mouth isn't one simple needle, it's a complex structure with six parts: two blades to saw through your skin, two to hold tissues apart, one to probe for blood vessels, and one to draw blood while simultaneously injecting saliva. That saliva, it's full of proteins that numb the pain and stop your blood from clotting. But if she's carrying a virus or parasite, that's when things go wrong. That little injection introduces pathogens directly into your bloodstream, and once inside, they can do unstoppable damage. The disease they carry. Let's focus on malaria, the deadliest of the bunch, caused by a parasite called Plasmodium. Malaria infects your red blood cells and liver. Symptoms include fever, chills, vomiting, and in severe cases, coma or death. There's no guaranteed cure, and resistance to treatments in growing. Malaria alone kills over 600,000 people every year, most of them children under 5. In fact, a child dies from malaria roughly every minute. Then there is then there is dengue fever, often called breakbone fever because of how intense the muscle pain is. 400 million people are infected every year. It's now endemic in over 100 countries, and it's spreading to new places thanks to climate change. Zika virus, when it exploded in 2015, led to thousands of babies being born in microcephaly, permanent brain damage. These aren't obscure tropical illness. They are growing, evolving, and expanding their reach. And the mosquito, it's the perfect partner in crime for every one of them. A history of death. Mosquitoes have shaped human history in terrifying ways. Some historians believe that malaria helped weaken ancient Rome, making it vulnerable to invasions. In the Americas, yellow fever outbreaks stopped colonial armies in their tracks. Entire military campaigns failed, not because of the enemy but because of mosquitoes. When the French tried to build the Panama Canal in the 1880s, more than 2,000 workers died, mostly from malaria and yellow fever. It wasn't until scientists understood mosquitoes' role in diseases transmission that controls efforts became effective. Entire wars, empires, and economies have been influenced by this one tiny insect. Why mosquitoes are hard to beat? You might be wondering, if we have known all this for a century, why haven't we wiped them out? The problem is mosquitoes adapt fast. They breed in standing water. A bottle cap can be enough for 100 eggs. Some lay eggs that can survive for months in dry conditions, hatching the moment in rains. They are developing resistance to pesticides. They shift their feeding times to avoid human defenses. They are basically evolutionary ninjas. And worse still, most of the damage happens in poor, undeserved regions where healthcare is limited and mosquito control is underfunded. Fighting back. But humanity isn't standing still either. Insecticide treated bird nets have saved millions of lives. There are now promising vaccines for malaria like RTSS and newer R2 Matrix M. Public health campaigns in Africa, Asia, and Latin America are bringing education and treatment to those who need it most. Scientists are also experimenting with one genetically modified mosquitoes that can't reproduce, two infected mosquitoes that block disease transmission, three even gene drives that could one day eliminate entire mosquito population. It's controversial, it's bold, but it might be necessary. Because when you are fighting the world's deadliest animal, playing it safe won't cut it. In the end, the most dangerous animal in the world doesn't look dangerous. It hums, it hides, it hunts at night, and for centuries it's been killing us silently. But we don't have to be its victims forever. With science, with awareness, and with determination, we can turn the tide. We can save millions of lives because the mosquito may be the deadliest animal on earth, but it doesn't have to be. If shocked, you share it and subscribe for more stories that matter. Thank you.